Good mid-morning, everybody. It's our grooms, and we're getting ready to get to work putting everything in. First thing I'm going to do is get the variable speed controller positioned up here. The wire ran up through the ceiling. On the controller, it's got, nice little skinny wire, but the connection has to connect to the controller itself, and so the hole's got to be big enough for the connection piece to go through. Obviously, what I'm going to use for that is an auger bit. And I'm just going to match up the one that's closest size to it. First thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and straight up attach this to the wall using some screws. So first I'm going to mark just exactly where I want this. That's in place. Now before I run the auger up through there, I'm going to go up and check and see where the electrical wire is that runs to the light in the closet, because I don't want to hit that wire. There's the edge of my door. The controller's out on the other side there. This is where the cable comes in. Pretty much just curve up, run straight up. Go in right about right through there. That was in it. Watch this, I have a lot of wire so that I can place that fan way back that direction in the attic here. Now watch what. Now the reason I want the fan further back away from the top of this room is, well, just more distance should help it be a little bit more quiet. This is one ridge right here, and where I'm at is a separation, and then there's another ridge higher right up here. The higher ridge, I think I'm going to vent it right through right there. But before I do that, before I go cutting holes in the roof, I want to have as much of the other stuff done as I can. So what we're going to do next is try to figure out where exactly we want the intake, or the suction side, to be. There's the joists up there, and I know there's a duct in place already that goes over here for the AC. So I think I'm going to set the suction side for the ventilation system back that way a little more, closer to the wall. I'm about to take this up into the attic, place it down between the rafters or the joists, and put a hole right down through the center of it to see where exactly I want to place it up here on the ceiling. I know I want to put it in that neighborhood, so I'm just going to kind of measure a distance from the wall over this way and see roughly where I want it. Then I'm going to translate that to upstairs. Roughly 6 feet 5 inches, and then about 2.5 feet, 6'5", 2'6". Apparently the trusses are roughly 2 feet center to center. So from the gable, 1, 2, 3, that's 6 feet. I need another 5 inches or so this way, and then I need to come off the top plate of the wall. I need to come back this direction 2.5 feet. Okay, so I shoved a screwdriver up through the ceiling. Holy moly, it's way back there. There it is. Holy shit snacks, that's way back there. Alright, well. Okay, so here's where I determined I'm going to put the vent, but I want to center it kind of between these joists, and I actually want it more forward. So this is going to be the outer edge of where the hole should be. So
if my piece of wood is here, I'm thinking. Yep, this is where the center of my hole is going to need to be. Okay, yeah, that'll work because that could be under this. So the center of my hole will be right here. That's where I'm going to drill and cut my hole. So my hole is going to be cut right here. I'm going to have to cut a piece of plywood that'll fit in between these joists. I'm going to attach the plywood to these joists, but then I have to have the duct starter here, but the duct starter has a lip on it. However, this also has a lip that's going to be covering this part of the hole in the drywall. Okay, that's all going to pan out quite well. I just have to remember not to cut further that way when I'm cutting my hole. That'll be easy because I'm cutting it from the top, I think. And I really don't want my hole bigger than this. So this is going to have to be 1 foot 10 3/4 inches, and I can pound it down in there and it'll actually just hold between the joists with pressure. And then at least 14 this way. 1, 10 3/4 this way, and 14 this way. Let's say 15. This here is 16 inches wide, 1 foot 10 3/4 is long. 1 foot 10 3/4 is long. 1 foot 10 3/4. 1 foot 10 3/4. That's good. I had a piece I was just upsizing ways to do one cut on. Make a straight edge piece of wood. That's working. Line up. Actually, a tad bit shorter than that. Okay. Gonna fit nice. I'm gonna be able to just wedge that down in there, and so I need to mark where I want the edge of this board to be, and then I'm gonna actually have to take this back down and put the right size hole on it. Let me get my pen out. I'll get this thing lined up right about here. Right about here. This is going to be placed on here. Right about here. So I need to cut a hole. Back to the garage. Okay, attached to it like this. That is excellent, perfect. Now I need to mark holes for small screws to hold that in place. So I got some 3-inch interior construction wood screws, and if I need to, I'll use these to go through the joists and into the side or the edge of these to help hold them in place, or to help hold this wood piece in place. I don't know that I'm going to need them, but if I do, I got them. Alright. Sorry if this is not the best view. This is very tight quarters up here. Position this board where I want it positioned. Be back here. Let's go ahead and smack it down in place, but I'm going to put this screwdriver under it so I can pry it up if I need to. Actually, I don't think I'm going to have to use the screws. That's excellent. Good. Okay, good. I don't want to use the frickin' screws. Alright, let's draw a line to cut into the drywall. Okay. There we go. Good, good, good. Pull it up here. Set this off to the side. Just get my starter hole going. Set that off to the side. This piece. I don't think this thing got enough juice. Yeah, there we go, good. Now take the paper back, backing off the sticky. Position this right way. I want to reline up the screw, or yeah, line up the screw holes. This down in place all the way around. There we go. Let's put these 4 screws back in. Okay, position this. It's gonna be lined up right there. This is correct. Place. There's that. Now we can go down and put the grating on. That's not the cleanest drywall hole, but it'll be okay. Alright, let's go downstairs and do that. Yes. Okay. There's a big ass messed up cut right here. Is going to have to go behind a piece of this where there's no screw holes. So position screw holes on either side of it. Oh shit, snacks. Son of a bitch, just lifted the wood. If I would have screwed that wooden plate down between the rafters, that would not have lifted. Alright, that part of it's, that part's done. I still want to smoke tonight, and I'm going to smoke in here. So, I have to get that wire hole sealed up. And also, now I have a big 10-inch hole in the ceiling. So, I need to temporarily seal that off. I'm going to do this first. Okay, so I got the bottom of the hole taped up. is to it. First, I'll do this outside taping. Okay. So then, get the wall side taped first, and I push it down to the joint, and then try to shove my finger into the joint, and then get the flange side, and then I'll go back and lay a piece over this crack right here. Even though this flange has a sticky bottom, I'm going to go ahead and double up on it with the tape just to make sure it's completely sealed. Okay, and that's what I've been doing all the way around. Just overlapping the upper piece and the lower piece. Okay, so now for tonight, so I'm able to smoke, I'm just going to put a piece of plastic over this. Maybe put some rubber bands around it. Oh God, I don't know if this is enough plastic. Oh yeah, it is. Good. There we go. That'll hold. That'll work. That's that for today. Alright, peace, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.